As far as I know, he's blown out.
This is not Peter. Remember, this is not Peter.
He used to be the anti-Peter. Is he now? Well, that's what he seems to
Say a few words, Adrian.
Hello and good evening.
The point of the Hedgehop is to go to a point about 4 or 5 miles away from your pub, get dropped off, get handed out clue sheets, and find your way back to the pub, looking for clues on route, perhaps not getting spotted by the spotters in as fast a time as possible, obviously getting penalised if you get caught by the spotters, and gaining points for the clues you answer. Best team win and all that. Now, this year we had 6 teams out. We had 2 teams from Sutton Coldfield up in from the Midlands, a team from Fareham, a mixed team from Fareham and South Bucks, an Oxford team, a Reading team, all competing against each other against the clock. Fantastic fun.
I don't film those who don't want to be filmed.
Well, not while they're noticing.
Not while they're noticing anyway. No.
Now, the thing with Hedgehops is that they're done in the dark. And the thing about the dark is, well, it's dark, see? And video cameras don't like the dark. So, I could, I suppose, have cut and edited loads of darkness, happening at the time. Or, alternatively, I could just do an audio track, relaying the events of the Hedgehop, do it like a week or so later so I can do it all in one take, and tell you what happened in the dark between the pub and the pub. So there we are. Our teams are congregated at the start of the Hedgehop, all milling around, waiting for the cars to come, drop people off, and then go spotting. And teams go off. Every couple of minutes, a team would go off. Clue sheet in hand, running along the road, trying to get as far as it can, looking for clues along the way. Now, my team's done it a few times before. So we know that Leo frequently puts the first clue at the end of the sheet. So we always look at the end of the sheet first to get the clue for the front. The only team to actually do that, I think, this year. So anyway, we find the clue, we write it down, set off, go about 100 yards down the road, and find another team running back because they just noticed that the last clue given is the first clue on there. Oops. Never mind. We didn't see that team for the rest of the proceedings, so we're not entirely sure what happened there. So anyway, we're running down country lanes, having a fine old time of it. We see car lights in the distance coming towards us, and all of a sudden it's a mad rush to find a place to hide. Over a hedge, or in a ditch, or, on somebody's field, or whatever. In a tree a couple of times. And then coming out of hiding once we realise that actually, that's not the spotter. Oops. So a couple of times, you're jumping over things and you land upon, well, very close to, should I say, another team which has been hiding in the ditch since the last time. It's okie dokie. But it's not quite as much fun as standing in the middle of the road with, when a couple of your teams are in the same place and shouting, "Car!" and watching the other team hiding in the bushes. Whilst the rest of us just scarper down the road. Oops! Now, there have been some years when people have taken themselves a little bit too seriously. Getting dolled up in camouflage gear and painting their faces black and having sat-navs and I think the team which went out one year with night vision goggles wasn't really doing in the spirit of things. Although it is funny sometimes to hide from the A34 for an hour in the dark. Oh, a loud voice on
He went out and stopped. We were very close. I saw him come. Hey, and he stopped not very far from us. I was like, fuck, it's 10 minutes. So we had to slowly make our way from it.
I think it's slightly better in low light than it used to be, but...
Not bad. But yeah, that's where we got held up to the time.
Yeah.
Stopped, luckily.
Oh, sorry. How do I change that over? Back like compensation, or that's not so bad.
They stopped us a few times, didn't they? Where we were.
Yeah. Oh, the Mickey Monster! Sorry, I don't really think you're a monster. I'm just teasing with you.
Did he call you a honey monster?
I called her a Mickey Monster, which is it's a good thing. It means I like her.
Yeah.
Oi, Broughton, get off my land!
Get off my lamb!
Quite unusual though, normally people.
No surprise.
Oh.
Thanks for coming!
Yay!
Rubbish. 2 hours 22 minutes.
Yeah, but we didn't get spotted once.
No, that does go for you, but unfortunately you only got 18 out of 24 questions right.
So it's better than usual.
Fairham, 5th.
Yay!
A quick time, hour and 52 minutes, but they were let down by their points. Only got 14 questions right.
Aww.
And they were spotted twice. South Bucks, Fairham were 4th.
What?
With an hour and 44 minutes.
Way!
Got 18 out of 24.
Well, better than I was expecting.
24.
18 out of 24 questions. I was spotted a total score of twice. They got spotted 3 times and once in the safe zone. So they got a total of 2 spots.
Gills finished last.
2 spots?
Yes.
How many spots do you have?
For Gills.
Sorry, that went over all your heads, didn't it?
South Bucks were 4th. They're now 10th. Why? Because of him.
What?
He was not out to. Yes, he was.
Oh no, he wasn't.
Oh yeah, this is
Right. Now for the top 3.
Let's give him a lift to see our
Ready?
friend.
Third.
Yeah, Leo wants to see our farmer.
Although they took longer than Fairham won, they got more questions right. They took an hour and 55 minutes, got 19 right.
Woo!
And we only spotted once so out the whole time. Anywhere.
Shot though.
Right, second. Sutton Coldfield.
Woo!
The boys.
The bees.
An hour and 59 minutes. The reason why they 4 minutes longer than Reading, but they were actually spotted 3 times in a safe zone, which gave them extra points. They were spotted 3 times on a clue. Spotted twice outside a clue.
Once outside the clue.
Quibbling with it. Go to the one that
We
is
only
you.
spotted once outside the clue. And that's because of Biggles.
Oh no!
Everything because of Biggles.
Well, it's even more than you, but you still don't get anywhere close.
Yeah,
to
but you like me really.
Fair enough.
I'll give you the reason why in a minute. Oxford first. 1 hour 24 minutes.
God, they must have been marching.
An hour and a half.
Did you see why I was so
They weren't the first to lead though, were they?
No. But they were under the hour and a half, and they got 23 out of 24 questions correct. Footpaths, 8,
Were they
not
spotted?
6. They were spotted 4 times, twice
How many
inside zone, twice unsafe.
What one did we get wrong then?
The footpaths,
How many were there?
the rate.
Oh, were there 8?
The rate footpath signs in total.
Have you gone through the answers?
Yes?
Do you count the
No, I'm going through the answers now.
Oh right, yeah. You don't know. Yeah, 2 of them spider signs.
No, they were actually 8 footpath signs.
We count them.
We counted about 5 or 6 times. We don't count, I'm afraid. It was actually signs that said footpath.
But if you had counted the bridle path, you'd probably been closer to the right answer.
How many footpaths on the whole course? 8. Who was the licensee? Sue Berry. What was the padlock number and name?